What's going on, everybody? Doc here with another video coming at you. We're going to go ahead and commentate over this one since the audio from that night was a bit unusable. So let me know if you like it, let me know if you don't. Hopefully you don't make any mistakes. Let's go ahead and get started. And the Dogmatika Zoo player is going to go ahead and start us off in this game too. So he's going to go ahead and start things off with a Fire Formation Tinky. Going to go ahead and get a search off that. And get us a Zoodiac rep here. One of the better cards. Going to activate. Use the effect and go ahead and get himself a dump into a Zoodiac Ram in the grave. It's going to overlay a Chakanine onto that wrap here, activate the effect, and use that to special summon the Zoodiac Ram. Next up, he's going to go ahead and overlay a Zoodiac Dryden off the Chakanine, then activate the Dryden, pop in the Ram to special summon the Chakanine. Next, he's going to overlay a Zoodiac Tiger Mortar over the Dryden. Tiger Mortar's effect's going to go off. Going to attach that Zoodiac Dryden right to the Chakanine. Chakanine's effect's going to go ahead and detach, special summoning that Zoodiac Dryden from the graveyard after it's detached. Next, he's going to link off all three into a nice, big Infinitrap Megaclops. That's going to be a very big boy, very hard to get over. Very nice play, though. Very nice play. But he's not done yet, we'll wait to see. Going to go ahead and activate an Endear Servant, sending a Titanic Lad to the grave. To go ahead and grab a Dogmatika Ecclesia from the deck. So far, very productive turn. Going to go ahead and special summon the Ecclesia, since there's a monster special summon from the extra deck on the board. Ecclesia's effect's going to go off now. Search for any Dogmatika card. Going to get a Dogmatika Punishment. Wants to get some nice control in there. We'll see if he remembers his Titanic Lad search at the end of the turn. Going to go ahead and set one, set two cards. Then at end phase, he does remember to get his Titanic Clad search. I've forgotten some end phase searches myself sometimes, so it's nice to see when people remember. Kind of drills it into your head to remember as well. He's going to go ahead and get a Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis from deck to hand. Just the amount of control here is just astounding. It's going to be great. Next player's already drawn his card for the turn. Going to go ahead and discard a Tri-Brigade Fractal, discarding the one that lets you grab one from the deck. Next, he's going to discard a Valorphon to special summon Tri-Brigade Kraus from his hand. I believe it's Kraus. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. But it's going to get Valored when it tries to use its effect to link summon by banishing two. Next, he's going to activate Ares Rock Sunrise to special summon that Valorphon from his graveyard. And can contemplate his decisions here. Can go ahead and overlay to a rank 2, I believe. See what he's got here. He's going to go into a Melffy of the Forest. Melffy of the Forest effect's going to go ahead and go off. It's going to detach for cost. Add any beast from deck to hand, or any Melffy card, I apologize. So going to add a Melffy Puppy. And we'll see what he does. He's going to go ahead and set one. Set two. And then, going to go ahead and end phase, discussing his Melffy options. Going to go ahead and special summon Melffy Caddy from his hand off its own effect, in end phase. And then special summon Melffy Puppy as well. Let's get a nice big board. Nice control-y board. Let's see what happens. Gonna go ahead and draw for turn. Contemplating how to get over that big nasty board at standby though. He's gonna activate Melffy Playhouse, which will detach from his Xyz monster to pop a card on the field. He's gonna go ahead and target Infinitrap Megaclops with that. Contemplating his response to this. Gonna go ahead and activate a Forbidden Droplet, sending a Dogmatika Punishment off of it to try and negate. Seem to be discussing here. I think a judge is going to get called over. Yep, here's the judge now. Going to look and see what happens here in this exchange. Still getting a ruling on this exchange. Seems to be a bit of a Bit of a complication here. Judge is explaining why his ruling stands. And gonna go ahead and send the Megaclops back. I apologize, said pop, that was my bad. And looks like the Forbidden Droplet doesn't really do much. Alright, next gonna activate a Zoodiac Barrage. Can activate the effect to target his own tanky and blow it up. Searching. Into a Zoodiac Whiptail. Or special summoning, I apologize, not searching. Puppy's gonna respond to the summon. Special summon any level 2 beast from deck. And special summon a Calantosa, mythical beast of the forest, and popping the Whiptail off its own effect. Contemplating his decisions here. Gonna go ahead and activate another Nadir Servant here. Gonna see what he decides to send to the graveyard from his extra deck. You can go ahead and send Elder Entity Nittis to search for any Dogmatika. Getting an Ecclesia. Nittis effect is going to trigger. Whenever it's into graveyard, it can target a card on the field and pop it, so he's going to go and pop the back row. Another Melffy Playhouse. We'll see how that choice plays out in the future. Can contemplate his options here and just go ahead and special summon, or normal summon, the Ecclesia. Caddy's going to trigger the summon, send himself back to hand, letting him search for any beast monster out of his deck. He's going to go ahead and grab a Rescue Cat off that, and Ecclesia is going to go ahead and grab a Dogmatika Punishment for the other player. Next he's going to special summon Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, since there's a monster from the extra deck on the field. Next, looks like he's going to go into Battle Phase here. Swinging into Melffy of the Forest, triggering the effect to make him gain 500, so now he's 3k, and the other ones are 2,000 attack points each as well. He's going to swing over Calantosa with her as well. And direct attack with the other Ecclesia. He's going to set one. And pass the turn. Beast player is going to draw for turn. See what happens there. Oh, nice top deck there. Obedient Schooled. Going to get him 3 beasts out the deck. Special summoned. Pretty much for free. As long as he controls no other monsters. You can get a Melffy Caddy, Melffy Pony, and a Melffy Finny out the deck. See what happens here. He's going to overlay 2 of them. Into an Xyz. Going to contemplate here. Go into a Joyous Melffys. A new card. Not bad. It's going to chain a Dogmatika Punishment to it. Let's see what happens here. Going to send an Elder Entity Nittis to destroy a card on the field. It's going to be not that great for the Melffy player. Looks like the Joyous Melffy is going to get destroyed. Nittis is going to destroy the Caddy as well. It's going to normal summon Rescue Cat though. Get 2 beasts out of his deck. He's contemplating which beast to get. Calantosa and a Melffy Finny. Next, going to overlay the 2. See what happens here into another Joyous Melffys. He's trying his hardest. His hardest to get that Joyous Melffys out, ladies and gentlemen. See what happens next here. He's going to contemplate some more decisions here. Little bump on the camera there, because why not? In phase, he's going to go ahead and special summon Melffy Caddy and Melffy Puppy off their own effects. And go ahead and pass the turn on that. Turn player is going to draw. And Beast player on standby is going to go ahead and use the Joyous Melffy's effect to put itself back. Special summon 2 beasts from his graveyard since it had 2 materials. He's going to special summon, I believe, double Calantosa here. Yes, double Calantosa. Getting 2 pops off their own effects whenever they're special summoned. They get to pop. So he's going to pop Zoodiac Barrage and also the Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis. We'll see how that choice plays out in the future. He's going to activate a Pot of Desires that he top deck. Not one of my favorite cards, but we'll see if it proves me wrong here. Get a draw 2 off that. We'll see what happens here. Alright, looks like he drew some decent cards off that. Gonna activate one of them, Pot of Avarice. The recyclability is gonna be great. This Just drawing. A lot of pots this turn. Gonna put back a Fleur-de-Lis, a Trident, a Rat Pierre, a Ram, and an Elder Entity Nitsis. And he's gonna draw 2 off that. Gonna discuss some more what the next play is. And then he's going to go ahead and activate a second Pot of Avarice. The recyclability here is crazy. Putting back a Whiptail, an Intis, a Chakanine, a Tiger Mortar, and an Effect Veiler. For another draw 2. That hand advantage came right back. Activating a Fire Formation Tenki now. Gonna get a search out of his deck for a Zoodiac Thoroughblade. Looks like they're discussing more. And gonna go ahead and normal summon the Zoodiac Thoroughblade and activate that effect. Or attempt to activate that effect. Puppy's gonna chain to the summon. And Caddy is being contemplated. Puppy's just gonna respond to the summon. Special summon any beast from the deck. Level 2 beast. Special summoning a Melffy Caddy. Going into battle phase. Thoroughblade's gonna swing over a Calantosa. Ecclesia's gonna swing over a Caddy. Or a Calantosa, rather. Looks like he opted not to attack the Caddies as they knew he would return to hand. He's going to pass turn there. Next player is going to draw. Normal summon a Tri-Brigade Cows. Contemplating his options here. And thinking better of it. Well, being destroyed from the battle phase last turn. So now he's going to normal summon the Tri-Brigade Cows. Attempt to activate the effect. Banishing 4 for a link 4. Going into Shureg the Ominous Omen. Fleur-de-Lis is going to respond to the summon, negate it so it doesn't get the banish effect. Very good back and forth here, very good back and forth. He can contemplate his options, go into Joyous Melffys. A lot of back and forth in this duel, a lot of back and forth. Shureg is going to swing over, contemplating here, what to swing over. Looks like he's aiming for the Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, and looks like the Fleur-de-Lis got the brunt of that attack. And then Joyous Melffys is going to swing over the Zoodiac Thoroughblade. And looks like he's contemplating what to do on his second main phase. Moving into end phase and passing the turn. Zoodiac dog player is going to go ahead and draw. On standby, Joyous Melffys is going to go ahead and be activated, putting it back in the extra deck, special summoning 2 beasts from the graveyard, double Calantosa, and Shureg is also going to trigger to the special summons as well, getting a banish. So that's 3 cards off the board. That is as close to a board clear as I've ever seen. That was a very good play, very good play. Seem to match very well with one another. Normal summoning a Zoodiac Thoroughblade and attempting to activate the effect. Ditching to draw a card. Next going into Chakanine, detaching for that effect to special summon the Ram he just discarded off Thoroughblade. Next going to go into a Trident off the Chakanine. Trident's effect's going to activate, popping the Ram. Ram's going to special summon Chakanine. And next, Tiger Mortar. Same play we saw turn 1, I believe. Attaching the Trident to the Chakanine. Chakanine's effects going to special summon the Trident back, linking off 3 into an Affinitrap Megaclops. 4K unaffected by everything except Xyz monsters. Going to be great. Megaclops effect's going to activate on the Shureg, attaching the Shureg to a special summoned Xyz monster from the graveyard, in this case Zoodiac Trident. Contemplating his next move here, going to go ahead and attack one of the Calantosas. And go ahead and see. Next player is going to go ahead and draw for his turn. Interesting plays, interesting plays. Let's Gonna go and put the Calantosa in attack mode and swing over the Zoodiac Drident. Drident's gonna chain and blow up the Calantosa, putting Sure Egg in the grave. Next, Rescue Cat's gonna get normal summoned, then activate that effect, get 2 beasts out of the deck. Gonna overlay the 2. Thinking what it wants to do, back into another Joyous Melffy's. That card just keeps coming back, coming back, coming back. See what else happens. He's not liking his situation here. Zoo Dog player is gonna go ahead and draw, and we'll see what he decides to do here. Gonna go ahead and read the Joyous Melffy's. Some nice reading exchanged here. Gonna normal summon a Zoodiac Whiptail. Gonna contemplate his next move here. Gonna use Megaclops' effect. Gonna chain Joyous Melffy's effect to put it back in the extra deck. And special summon 2 beasts from the grave since it had 2 materials. You're gonna see how this plays out here. Special summon 1 Calantosa and 1 Melffy Finny. Go and see what else transpires here. Looks like he's trying to decide if Calantosa gets popped. He's going to go ahead and pop the Zoodiac Drident. Megaclops' effect. Going to still try to resolve that. Looks like nothing came of it. Next, going to go into Zoodiac Borbo. On the summon, Melffy Finny's going to trigger, go back to his hand. Special summoning adding a Tri-Brigade Cows from graveyard to hand. Borbo is going to go ahead and swing. See what happens here. There appears to be some exchange between the 2 players. So Megaclops is going to swing into the Calantosa after Borbo swings directly. Main phase 2. Go into a Hammer Kong. Then into a Chaka 9, it seems. And then finally into a Divine Arsenal Zeus. That is a highly powered Zeus with 2 board clears. Looks like the Melffy player is not in a good spot. We'll see how he responds. Gonna go ahead and special summon off pitching an X-Saber Arabella. A Tri-Brigade Cross. I apologize if I've been pronouncing that wrong. Seem to be bumping the camera a little bit there, but that's okay. Next, he's going to activate Cross's effect to banish to link summon. So it looks like he's going to banish 2 to try and link, but it got Veilered. So next he's going to normal summon and then overlay 2 into another Joyous Melffy's. Zeus is going to go ahead and activate on that summon and clear the board. In phase, he's going to go ahead and special summon a Melffy Finny. Pass the turn there. Looks like some more camera bumps, but that's okay. It's going to actually add a Valerophon to hand. And then draw for turn. Looks like he's contemplating how to get out of this sticky situation with the Zeus. He's going to go ahead and normal summon Valerophon. Attempt to activate the effect. But first, Zeus is going to go ahead and say no to that. Melffy Tag's then going to activate in response. Special summoning a Melffy Caddy after the effect resolves of Zeus. Looks like the Zeus was a little bit too trigger happy there. That's okay. In phase, he's going to special summon a Melffy Finny and going to go ahead and pass the turn there. Normal summoning a Zoodiac Whiptail on the opposing side. Let's see how this plays out. Going to go ahead and Exi summon a Zoodiac Borbo on top of the Whiptail. Then a Tiger Mortar on top of that Borbo. Tiger Mortar's effect's going to activate. Then attach something to, I believe, the Zeus. Oh no, just, yes, attaching the Thoroughblade to itself. Going to contemplate his decisions here. It looks like he's going to have game here. He's going to attack with both the Zeus and the Tiger Mortar. Tiger Mortar is going to swing into the Melffy Finny. Finny's going to go ahead and activate. Adding the Villarif onto hand. Replay is going to occur here. So Tiger Mortar is going to swing into the Caddy, and Caddy's going to go ahead and be killed, doing some piercing damage. And then Zeus is going to go ahead and attack for game. And he didn't realize that Tiger Mortar does piercing, so yes, that is for game. All right.